This is the shocking secret hidden in the book of Genesis that most Christians are not aware of. Did God really create two types of humans? And why does it matter? Well, this has massive implications for how we understand humanity, our relationship with God, and even salvation itself. If you've ever read the first few chapters of Genesis, you may have noticed something strange. There seem to be two different creation accounts, almost like someone spliced together two different stories about the origins of humanity. One tells the story of a man and a woman being created from the dust of the ground, while the other describes a man being formed from clay and a woman being created from one of his ribs. This apparent contradiction has puzzled theologians and scholars for centuries, leading to all sorts of speculation about the true nature of humanity and our place in the universe. So what exactly is going on here? What do these two creation accounts actually teach us about who we are, and why should we care? The answer may surprise you. Let's dive into the fascinating world of biblical studies and uncover the secrets of human creation. When reading through the book of Genesis, you may have come across two distinct narratives describing the creation of Adam and Eve, the first humans. Some believe these accounts were written by different authors, but most scholars attribute both to Moses. So why then does the Bible appear to contradict itself? To answer this question, we must look at each account separately. The first creation account in Genesis 1 tells the story of God creating the world in 6 days. On the 6th day, God creates humans from the dust of the ground and breathes life into them. This passage describes a process of creation through speech, where God simply speaks things into existence. The creation of humans, therefore, reflects their status as the pinnacle of God's creation. They are not made out of anything that already exists, but are brought into existence directly by God's power. This passage also emphasizes the unity of humanity, stating that God created them in His own image, implying that there was only one kind of human created. However, the second creation account in Genesis 2 provides a different perspective on human creation. In this account, God creates Adam from the dust of the ground, as stated in the first account. However, He then creates Eve by taking one of Adam's ribs, which implies that there are two kinds of humans, those created from the dust of the ground and those created from human beings. This raises questions about the nature of the rib taken from Adam and whether it was an ordinary rib or something more. Interestingly, the word translated as rib in Genesis 2 can also mean side or flank. Scholars suggest that the rib was likely taken from Adam's lower rib cage, which could have been perceived as a side or flank. This detail may seem insignificant, but it has significant implications for understanding the relationship between Adam and Eve. By taking a rib from Adam's side, God created Eve from something that was literally a part of him, emphasizing their intimate connection and interdependence. This highlights the idea that Adam and Eve were not just two separate individuals, but were meant to be a unified couple. Moreover, this passage suggests that women were created for a specific purpose, namely to be with the man and help him in the garden. This raises questions about the role of gender in human creation and the intended purpose for men and women. But what might this all mean for us today? Understanding the different creation accounts in Genesis can provide valuable insights into the nature of humanity and our relationship with God. The first creation account emphasizes the unity and special status of humanity as God's pinnacle creation, while the second account highlights the interdependence of men and women and their intended purpose to help each other. These narratives complement each other, These are profound questions that have been pondered by theologians and philosophers for centuries, and the Genesis creation accounts offer some clues for understanding these mysteries. In conclusion, the creation accounts in Genesis provide a rich source of theological, philosophical, and ethical insights. While there may be different perspectives on the details of human creation, these narratives offer a compelling vision of God as a powerful, creative being who has a special love for humanity. As we continue to explore the origins of life and the nature of humanity, and its interpretation remains an important part of theological and philosophical discourse. Now here's where things get really mind-blowing. The Genesis creation account is not the only story of creation. Many cultures around the world have their own creation stories, and they often share common themes and motifs. For example, many creation stories involve a separation of heaven and earth, a journey of the sun and moon, or the creation of humans from clay or water. These similarities suggest that humans have been telling stories of creation for thousands of years, and that these stories serve a fundamental human need to understand our origins and our place in the universe. Whether we believe in a divine creator or the theory of evolution, it is important to approach this topic with an open mind and a willingness to learn. By exploring different perspectives and engaging in respectful dialogue, we can deepen our understanding of ourselves and our place in the universe. We would love to hear your thoughts on this video. Please share your comments below. Thank you for watching.